Yeah, I'm here. Yep, probably. I'll leave the chat. Be back after this W. See what I'm talking about? Just a hater. Just a hater. You say? I'm playing online. I really am. You got. I can't go nowhere. Can't go nowhere.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They stay on the ground with White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 46 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To throw is Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll go with Foreman, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there, taking it in. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Magic left in the tank?
Of course they do. They're the New England Patriots, and until further notice, they run the AFC East, they run the AFC. That's just who they are. But in order for them to win a Super Bowl again, to get back there and take it this time, they need the continued play of Brady, the continued magic. But on defense, not just winning the money downs. They've got to win first and second down so that the money down tilts in their favor.
On second down, here's Brady. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, it's White, losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a letter H.
And I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the spark, the optimism they were looking for, and then when he went down, there went the season.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Devin McCourty brings him down. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, the second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught at the 6. And he's in. Touchdown. Ellington, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady now on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. On first and 10, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk. Their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught. Decker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This is Miller.
Kyle, that's too many times. I already know.
And he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one of those guys.
Caught. It's Ellington. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I can't get any kind of pressure on this guy. He hasn't missed one throw.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Except to rest is useless.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw on second is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Wendy Merciless. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come back.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
Oh, what?
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Watson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'm about to start blitzing.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Watson on 1st down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. In for the score. And the Texans will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Bad throw.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Richmond. Dagger. Down.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson being chipped. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
It's the same play.
Watson now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, is that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to work. And he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Flush to his right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So that's my recommendation. Boss.
How's your independent investigation into Tommy Egan coming along, John?
So you know?
I know. And I want to know what you're keeping from me. Don't be able to get back this.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Miller. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I can't wait to get as far away from this office as possible. We got a CI, some old guy close to Tom.
What's his name?
Confidential informant. It's actually contact.
From the gun, here's Watson. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Watson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter.
Could it be better than maybe find something like a little person? I mean, somebody who's good, family, friends, job, somebody nobody miss.
Sure, but I don't know anybody else I want to know.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. He's got White here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get down.
As a man, it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try for Gronkowski. Gronkowski the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Now it's Ellington to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Miller. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Here's Shane Leckler now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
Yeah,
and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Brady, and he's got Decker left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Wendy Merciless in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On second down, here's Brady. That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, come on.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brady. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All in all, no gain on on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it in Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead. Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal from the right hash. This from 33. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Now it's Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short. At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week 1 victory. Since offense